So third video, we're looking today at editing your work and giving peer feedback. So this is a follow-on directly from today's lesson or Thursday's lesson, where you started work on an essay on the story of Tom Brennan for your Module 3 section of the HSC. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the common mistakes. Both that I've looked at through what the marking centre notes have said, and stuff that I've seen you guys do. Very long sentences. I've seen some of you guys write a whole thing that is just one sentence. That's not on. That doesn't show your thought process. It doesn't show that you're able to use the English language appropriately. Another one is paragraphing. Alright? One idea per paragraph. Simple, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. One idea per paragraph. Awkward expression. So this is when your idea is okay, but you're just using the wrong words. You're using words that you don't quite understand in terms of your vocabulary. Made up words. Now that's stuff like belongingness, transitionful. Okay? Stuff that isn't an English word, and that doesn't help. Next point that I've written here is off-topic sentences. So stuff that's just completely out of left field. You'll be talking about Brennan one minute, the next minute you're talking about Batman for some reason. And you're leaving the marker and me going, huh? That's not a good place to be. Final point I've written here is no deep connection to the concept at hand. Okay, so that whether it be the area of study of belonging, whether it be distinctly visual for Module A, or this one that we're talking about, Module C, into the world. Okay, you need a deep thesis that really gets to the core of the unit as a whole, because the markers want to see you thinking about the unit as a whole and the question, if you're to get up into that A range. Okay, so that's a really strong thesis that encompasses the words from the rubric, okay, that shows that you can think about it. I'll give you an example, like, for the one we're doing, you talk about external and internal factors in the transition into the world. Okay, even just using that phrase shows that you understand that this is a whole unit idea. Now stuff for editing, okay? What you guys are going to do as soon as this video finishes is you're going to get what you wrote in Thursday's lesson and you're going to read it out loud to hear how it sounds. If you can, and if there's someone at home willing to, get them to read it out loud to you. Okay, because what you might read is what you think is written, not what is actually written. So the next point is, if something is wrong, just go ahead and fix it. Fix it now. Okay? Look at each paragraph, make sure that your idea is clear and present through the whole thing. By that I mean your point is strong, your evidence and your explanation are about that point and prove that point, and your significance strongly links it to the question. Remove words that are not necessary. I don't care how big your vocabulary is, especially if you don't know how to use it. Okay, gentlemen? So if you're just using words for the sake of it, get them out of there. Spoken about this before, I'll speak about it again. Words like states, reveals, and says, they make you and your knowledge sound weak. Okay, I want to see your quotes seamlessly put into your essay. Now, in the previous video, you saw an example of that, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys to try and work that out and to do that in the next lesson we have together. Another part of that next lesson that I just started talking about is peer feedback. Okay? So I'm going to get you guys either in groups or in pairs. I haven't quite decided, depends on numbers and things like that. And you're going to give peer feedback. We've done it before, but we're going to use the warm and cool feedback method. So the warm feedback method is the things that you really liked, okay? What was positive about it? Now I'm not going to say, oh, I liked your essay because I like you. Or I don't like your essay because I just don't like you. That's not what we're doing. We're focusing on what's written, okay, gentlemen? And we are going to be genuinely positive. With the cool feedback, we're not going to say stuff like, oh, you have no idea what you're talking about, you're rubbish, go dig a ditch somewhere and that would be good for you, you know. We're going to focus on what they could improve. So we're going to use the language that I've got here in the video, and that's how we're going to do it. So half the lesson is going to be working on your essay, half the lesson is going to be peer feedback. I'll see you in class, and goodbye.